Naughty Dog signed a 3-game contract with Universal Studios and ultimately created a gaming icon, as the original Crash Bandicoot was released in 1991 on the PlayStation 1. After wide success, the sequel Cortex Strikes Back was even better, bringing both the franchise and our favorite marsupial into new territories just 1 year later, with Crash Warped being the third and final game agreed upon under this contract, praised as the pinnacle of 3D rendering unseen at the time. But little did we know that between the development of Crash 2 and 3, Naughty Dog secretly squeezed out one more title before leaving Universal, and on September 30th, 1999, created one of the greatest kart racing games ever made, Crash Team Racing. Now, I've only played bits of the original growing up at a pal's house, as Mario Kart Double Dash was taking up most of my time instead. We also had Crash Nitro Kart on the original Xbox, but it felt too slow for my liking, so aside from that, I don't really have much experience with the kart racing Crash games. But after just how well the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy actually did, I'm not surprised at all that my predictions and so many other fans around the world were correct, and that the Spyro Reignited trilogy was actually a thing and being remade soon after. Which Activision hyped up by sending purple eggs to people, something's about to hatch, right before the game's reveal around E3. And so when they started doing the same thing with Crash themed cookies and orange fuzzy dice, sliding into the Game Awards was no exaggeration, as fans were freaking out. Crash Bandicoot! Crash! I nearly had a heart attack seeing Crash himself up on stage, opening a wooden crate and unveiling a golden trophy, ultimately showing the Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled trailer, which is not only gorgeous, but from what's been shown, seems incredibly spot on with the level designs, upgraded using the Insane Trilogy models and style. I will say this though, whoever is behind the Crash and Spyro reveal trailers knows exactly how to properly sync up footage to music and really hype up the fans. I'm most excited for the 4-player split screen myself though. More games need to bring this feature back. But playing this game online will also be a nice treat for both old and new fans of this game. The attention to detail is stunning. These characters and backgrounds feel so alive watching this footage, and it may be a little bit hard to see upon first glance, but you definitely notice it once you slow it down a bit. Even though the background sounds are pretty terrifying, and kind of give me flashbacks for those, bootleg McDonald's Happy Meal commercials. This is cool. Is the alien here too? Apparently if you, I think 100% the game or something, you get the alien character. This looks really pretty. I'm guessing it's the same engine as the Insane Trilogy, but the game will be available on June 21st, 2019 for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and the Switch. He's hoping that the PC gets a release as well later on, but this time it's being developed by Beanox instead of Vicarious Visions, so hopefully they're working on a new Crash game instead. Whereas Beanox over here doesn't really have that interesting of a track record, and looking through the games, I'm a bit worried how the remake may turn out. They did, however, port Shrek 2 over to the PC. And in the toddler days, let me tell you, that was our favorite multiplayer game to play on the original Xbox. And it also seems that the developers themselves have been Crash fans since the very beginning and are aiming to create a truly faithful recreation of this game. Plus, there's even more that we're adding to the experience that hasn't been shown yet, but we can't wait to reveal soon. Seeing how this is meant to be a combination of Crash kart racing games, having vehicles, tracks, and music from each game would be awesome, either as free updates or DLC. But there will be 2 versions of this game available on launch day, the standard edition for $40 and then the Nitro Oxide edition for $60. From what we know now, those extra $20 will give you additional character skins and some kind of digital content, which could very well be that new DLC, as well as making the Nitrous Oxide boss playable right from the start, whereas in the normal game and in the standard version, you'll still be able to unlock him through adventure mode. And even though the game's coming out in a year, you can still pre-order it right now on the PlayStation 4 and get some kind of Crash avatar icons, as well as a background theme, whereas with the Xbox version, apparently it's going to offer some kind of in-game bonus item, so just wait, for more upcoming news on that later on. But speaking of which, Spyro the Dragon was also teasing heading to Glacier Park right before this remake was actually announced, with Glacier Park being one of the levels from the original Crash Team Racing, and upon closer inspection on this picture, we can kind of see that he's hinting as being a playable character. It's happened before with the Game Boy Advance release of Crash Nitro Kart, and now that Activision owns both Spyro and Crash, it's quite likely that this is going to happen happen again. Either way, it seems that this is the year of the PlayStation 1 remakes, as they're returning at full force. And so here's hoping that, the ones that I mentioned in one of my previous videos will also receive a similar treatment. And one fan even made his own, homemade version of the Crash Bandicoot trailer here with the original Crash Team Racing. So it's safe to say that people are actually quite excited for this new remake. Now Sega, I'm being serious here. With all these remakes coming out, you can have a big chance to do the same. Bring back Sonic 06 on the Nintendo Switch and you will make millions. Trust me on that. The people have spoken and that's what they want. But between Mario Kart, Team Sonic Racing, and Crash Team Racing, which one of these three will you be playing the most? I know I'm going to be playing Team Sonic Racing, of course. It's the fastest game around. What are you even talking about, Sonic? You suck! And you don't even have a console anymore after what Sega did with the Dreamcast. Now all your games belong onto a Nintendo console. Don't you remember that? Mario Kart is in everyone's heart and it will always win. I'm probably gonna, still play all three of them, but it's pretty cool to see that, they're all available online and pretty much on the same console. What would be even better if, every single person who can play, let's say, the Switch version can also go against the PlayStation 4 people and Xbox One. I know they've done that before, but, there have been some difficulties with certain companies not allowing that. With that said though, ladies and turds, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you on another lovely episode. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.